Hello, everyone, and greetings. Thank you for joining me once again on a Fulfillment Friday. It's good to have y'all here. Just making sure everything's hunky-dory as I check the stream, because I want to have the best time with my bud, Mad Munchkin.
Yeah.
Maddie, how you be?
No technical difficulties today. You have me with you, and by proxy, you have Mary. Therefore, nothing will go wrong.
Oh, I would like to believe that. You make me dream. I dare to dream. Is that really so wrong? And I've made sure that you are not muted so everyone can hear, because usually that's my biggest faux pas.
Yeah, don't want to be muted. That'll be weird. You'll be talking to yourself.
Oh, that's really not out of the norm for me.
People will think you're talking to yourself, rather.
Well, I'm sure people would also think that as well. And they're welcome to. So let us give some greetings to folks in the chat, including Enderpup, who asks permission to make one Mary Sue joke. Do we have your blessing?
Yeah.
Okay, Enderpup, you've got the Mary Sue joke floor is yours.
Make it a good one.
And then there's Kamodra Steel and MLP-Silver-Quill. We have Cosmina Inspira and someone named Mad Munchkin.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Wait, no, it's another one. It's an imposter. There can only be one.
Are we seriously going to go by Highlander rules?
Have to have a Highlander reference at some point with me.
I know, but I'm trying not to go by the low-hanging Scottish fruit.
There's lower hanging fruit, to be fair.
And hello to Pokemon Fire Eevee and Adam Leisman, Michael Bullington and Swordbreaker 12, Elizabeth Snowbell and Celestia Fan forever.
Forever. Oh, that's creepy. I like it.
My best Pinkie Pie impersonation. We have Sordor Fan 15 and Ven Pie, who's over on the Twitch. Hello. Ven, I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing well. Maddie, Ven Pie extends his best to you as well. Sorry, their best. I'm not sure.
Yay.
Then we have AJ Pearson of Toon Paradise and Nathan Duazo. Hunting Rangers 123. Oh boy. Who's had quite the day. Sorry, you woke up cranky, then had to get groceries in 0-degree weather. Yeah, I can see how that is terrible. I will hope to brighten your day as, well, this has indeed been a week. And hello to Luna Brony, Blue Griffin Azora. And I think that's most of the list. I'll try to say hello to peeps as they arrive. But in the meantime, I've had the great pleasure of seeing Mad Munchkin at HarmonyCon not too long ago, but it's never enough, and I always want to hear more about how you're doing.
Oh, shucks. It's almost like friendship is magic or something.
I know, right?
It's almost like we're really good friends and we want to stay connected or something.
What madness?
But yes, we were both at HarmonyCon and it was really nice seeing you there. We got to hang out a little bit. I would have liked to have hung out with you more. I felt like we barely saw each other at the con, but that tends to be the norm with being so busy at these things, like doing panels and vending and stuff and catching up with people.
Yes, it's actually quite hard to sit down with people and like just say, hey, how you doing?
Breakfast with you, and then like it was often me and you first downstairs in the morning out of everybody.
Yes.
Bumped into each other a lot then.
Indeedy. Yeah. It was like, hey, how you doing? I'm good. I'm tired. Oh, me too.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then it was all like, okay, bye. Because, attention, the vending hall is now open. Brace for impact!
Yep.
Or rather, brace for commerce!
Yes. Welcome to Harmony Con Vendor Hall. Get your merch and then get out.
Which is not what we really say to people. I mean, you're fine just to come around and have a good time and say, hey, how you doing? But also it's like, yeah, there were, people do come my way. See all the beautiful things I have to sell for you.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, okay.
Looking forward to seeing what you're working on today.
Well, I shall do my utmost. Ooh, that's rather cool. Oh, no, that won't do at all.
Oh, MLP Trinary. I heard about that. I don't think it was literally sewage water. It was grey water, but, you know, it's still dirty water. I can't remember the name of the con, but there was a pipe that burst in the artist alley.
Well, that happened at BronyCon one year. Although
really? I did not know that. Wow.
I think, however, that was more just water. I don't know if it was a burst pipe. I thought it was rain water because at the time we had quite the downpour. And myself and Samet Lion committed a small faux pas of touching other vendors' stuff, but only to get it off the floor and away from the water.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody's cool with that.
I'd be like, if the motivation is there to rescue the merch and not get it damaged or wet, then fine. You know, you're helping a fellow vendor. What's the big deal? Yeah.
And Enterpub is recounting a chlorine incident back in 2013 at FurryCon. Also, hello, Voice of Reason.
Yeah, Voice, hi.
And
sinkhole at Final BronyCon?
yes, there had been a huge sinkhole that really could swallow a bus, if I remember right.
What?
So there was huge construction right next to the convention center.
I did not know that.
I felt bad for the water guy because he probably had to yell hard to get over the construction.
Got some ice cold water.
Oh no, this fellow had such a unique voice. It was more,
$1.
we got ice cold water. Water. I mean, he was a perfectly fine fellow, but he didn't exactly have an angel's voice, is all I'll say. But it was memorable. He was as much a part of that convention as the whole of Baltimore. Anyway, so, yep, trying to remember that guy. Voice made a PSA about it in his announcement video, which, to be fair, was in 2018, and we're going off the internet's memory. So, you know, we're probably going to forget we even talked about it within 3 seconds.
Yep.
So
2019. Okay.
2019. That's true. It was 2019. Thank you, Voice.
That was the last one.
That was the last one, and honestly, it turned out to be downright prophetic in what it realized when it was time to stop, because what followed after still frustrates me to no end. To no end.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Maddie, you know where we are? To no end.
Where am I right now? I'm in my apartment.
There we go.
That's as far as I know.
Well, there you go. There's no end to that. Except perhaps zoning permits. I'm going to stop assuming now.
BronyCon ends and the world goes downhill. Coincidence? I think not.
I think it was just more a taste of things to come, which makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. Where's my brush tools? There they are.
And this is Illustrator?
Yes, this is the Adobe Illustrator.
Adobe Illustrator, yes.
Illustrator. Yes. None. Yes, excellent.
I have Illustrator, but I barely use it.
Celtic symbols. So, what am I doing? A question I ask myself every day. But here's the skinny, folks. While I am still very much working on My Little Pony projects and stuff, my family has come to me with a request that I help make a card for this St. Patrick's Day, because we didn't really do the whole Christmas card thing. And, well, St. Patrick's Day, why not? We are technically, well, I'm 90% Irish, 10% English. You know, that's a bit volatile, I'll freely admit. This is confusing me, though. Why is this? It says it's 4.6 by 7.5. Oh, no wonder. I was supposed to make it 7.2. And go down from there. So my family gave me this card, Love, Loyalty, and Friendship. So that's Cadence, Rainbow Dash, and Twilight. So, but they would like a card similar-ish, but with love, friendship, and the common good, which is not the greater good. I really want to emphasize that, because the greater good I consider to be far more dangerous. And sometimes the greater good can just kiss my patoot. I see it in the chat already. I see everybody saying the greater good. Shut it!
Yes.
But I say the nay.
Hot Fuzz is an amazing movie.
It is. It's lots of fun.
The green are good.
The green are good.
Sorry,
oh, there you go.
The green are good.
We were talking just before the stream about, St. Patrick's Day in general, and how people tend to view it. Here in America, it's basically just a day for drinking. In Ireland, it's supposed to be a holy day, religious day, but that doesn't stop people from having a drink or more.
No.
But I don't know how the Scottish, they don't really go for St. Patrick's Day.
No, St. Patrick is Ireland's patron saint. Scotland, their patron saint is St. Andrews. So Scots usually don't celebrate St. Patrick's. I'm not speaking for all Scots here, but I don't celebrate it. But a lot of people tend to just use St. Patrick's Day as an excuse to get drunk. And why not? For Scots, St. Andrew is the closest thing that's a similar thing. It's just not as well known. And it's celebrated in November, not March. So that might explain why Americans don't really celebrate it, because obviously you've got Thanksgiving and everything. So, yeah. It's on the 30th of November, by the way.
Remember the 30th of November.
Yeah.
I got this off Vecteezy. It is indeed an Irish symbol, but it's not single. The triquetra. Triquuetra. Triquetra?
Triquetra.
I was suddenly adding a Spanish accent to that. Don't ask me why. Triquetra. Let's talk about this Irish. I just need the blessed symbol, if and you please. Here we go. And so therefore, I'm just trying to come up with something that will be visually appealing and a bit more imaginative than just, oh look, a 4-leaf clover on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that 10 bajillion times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider it the luck of the Irish, it's the stereotype. Me. And me
it's
operate
to
off...
do with...
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Me operate off a stereotype? Oh, perish the thought. Alrighty. But, Renamon 565 wants to know, can Scots and Irish be friends? I heard that they tend to be rivals.
History, if you know your history, you'll understand why. But, yeah, I mean, I have some friends that are Irish. It's fine. It's just, like, our two cultures are so intertwined and quite often mistaken for each other, or even sometimes thought to be the exact same culture. So it's not so much a rivalry between the two, but so much like
Stereotyping.
people mistaking, like I get mistaken for Irish all the time, and you try not to be offended by it, but yeah, it can get frustrating.
Indeedy.
Yeah.
So, truth be told, my own knowledge and history of Ireland is not as strong as it could be. Had a wonderful time there with my family. Took a big old trip and toured through Ireland. I love the Giant's Causeway, above all. Just this unique rock formation. But one of the big things was the Irish Revolution, and even the tour guide emphasized that a big part of it is the idea history is written by the winners.
Yeah.
And I've maintained history is written by the winners, but questioned by their successors. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a good thing.
It's good to question history because history is written down by people, and people are flawed. So therefore, our record of history is also flawed. So, yeah, it's not a very good thing to say, but I think history tends to, depending on where you're from, what perspective you are, it's like this: who won the war, who didn't win the war, yada yada yada. Yeah. Mary Drake says, I have to roll my eyes every time someone mistakes someone from Ireland for someone from Scotland. What even is that? It's an honest mistake. That's what it is.
Or a slip of the tongue, as I've made many a time and am somehow still alive.
We let you live.
I appreciate that immensely. Now then, characters, we need these all to be in caps.
And to answer our question, St. Andrew did not banish the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster is a very modern invention for tourism in Scotland. No, St. Andrew is based on Andrew, who introduced, if memory serves, St. Peter to Jesus, I think. I can't remember exactly, but he was also crucified, because crucifixion was the most common form of execution. But he didn't feel worthy to be crucified in the same way as Jesus was, so he requested that his cross be not horizontal and vertical, but rather like an X. And that's why the Scottish flag, the Saltire, has a white X on it. So, yeah, there you go.
There we go. We've learned something.
Yay!
The more you know.
Education! Woohoo!
And meanwhile, the audience is like, oh no, they're trying to educate us. This isn't what I signed up for.
Yeah, it's like Bluey. I know a valuable lesson. I just want an ice cream.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yay, learning while it's still alive. I know, yeah. Knowledge is power.
Okay, well now we're getting into Schoolhouse Rock.
I never watched that.
Audible gasp, then you don't know how an amendment is made. Or what a conjunction's function is.
I do, I just didn't learn it through song.
But that's the only way.
Darn it!
That's the only way it's tolerable.
I know, right?
Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Oh my goodness. Oh, that Trinary is right there with you and the Bluey. Why do you keep trying to teach us things we don't want to learn?
Yep. Another person asked, are there Irish gargoyles? If you're talking about the architectural gargoyle, yes.
And well, hang on, the gargoyles of Disney weren't they from Scotland? Yeah, you look like Scottish stock to me, said a British gargoyle. So I guess there's a stock.
I need to look that up. 1 second.
So I need there to be more gargoyles. Especially apparently Irish gargoyles. And no, they won't be like, oh, Faith Bigora.
No, no.
In fact, they kick your ass if you try that.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, they kick everybody's ass.
I mean, I would have thought they were French, but okay.
Oh, there's a little meta for you.
Set in Paris, which is in France, so the gargoyles would be French. But yeah, I don't know the history of Notre Dame herself very well, so I need to look that up sometime. You might very well be right.
I might, although now I'm suddenly thinking that if there were French gargoyles, they'd be like a parody of Miraculous. With Ladybug and Cat Noir gargoyles. There we go. Let someone draw that.
Right, okay. Mm-hmm.
And they'd be like, just kiss already! I swear to heaven above, if you play this out for another season, it's just only so much I can take. As a shipper, I find this torturous. Alrighty. And my parents were very enthused by oh man, I'm going to mispronounce this. Clarach. It is an Irish symbol. Although in this case it's more, oh phooey, it's all one thing, but I want to color it. I want it to be vivid and lively, and I've lost my actual design. There it is. Hello. Woohoo! Look at the size of that. Crikey!
See it. We can't see it.
Neither can I. I have to zoom out.
No, we literally can't see it in the stream.
Well, don't tell me the stream. There we are. Oh, just in time for me to see Trinary tipping me $1.
Let me refresh and see if it will appear.
Much appreciated,
Ah, there
Trinary.
we go.
Okay, so yeah, this is what it looked like. This is what it looked like. And then I zoomed out.
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up.
Ah, yes, the time delay is...
Oh, right, yeah.
is a vexation. Alrighty, so let's just link this end up and link this end up. Come on, there we go. Work with me now, oh vectors.
Cladach. I think it's called what it's called.
A clada?
Cladach.
Cladach.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing when you speak like old Gaelic, I think. I don't.
Gaelic is technically an older Scottish language, but I think some Irish do speak it as well. I'm not sure what the equivalent would be there. I've never been to Ireland, so darn it.
Well, not to worry. We'll figure things out. But I thought I had cut this free. Be free, little hand. There you are. just want to get a little
Hands.
space.
Sorry.
Just want to get a little space.
Can I explain what the Cladak is?
Please do.
It's a symbol where, you know, how the hands are joined in faith or hands are joined in loyalty. So the hands are holding the heart and the heart has the crown. So they're like, it's a loyalty to the royals. It's not really a symbol that is used that often nowadays, but yeah.
Well, I'm bringing it back.
Yeah.
Don't call it a comeback. I've always been here.
I mean, you get Cladak rings, and they're often used as engagement rings or even wedding rings.
Ooh, there you go.
So, there you go. So it's still used, just not as often as like the Triquetras, for instance.
Well, my family liked the look of it. They like the cut of its jib.
Yeah.
So I feel like there should be a compound path here. Object, compound path. Compound path, there you are. Release. Are you released? Yes, you are.
Sure, if I'm pronouncing it right, I'm just pronouncing it how I think it would be.
Well, it seems like a lot of old languages require a great deal more phlegm. I have to think all those talks about plagues were mostly, I'm sure sore throat was one of them, just from trying to pronounce all this stuff.
Yeah.
Ah. Treachery. Everything's grayscale.
No. Why?
I require CMYK. Wait, is this? No, mine's CMYK. Why are you not of the CMYK? For those who don't know, CMYK is print talk for the colors used in the print process: cyan, magenta, yellow, and key, which is often black. It's darkness.
I've been working in RGB color this entire time. I should have been working in CMYK color. Well then.
Well, for a print, yeah. Because it all gets twisted and higgledy-piggledy. Ooh, that's very orangish. Let's get a little bit more. And there we go. All right, this is Irish, so it should probably be going paler. Look, I can say with total sincerity.
Yes, because the Irish never see the sun, just like us.
Pretty much. And never quite learned that whole tanning thing that was going around at the time. We're much more of a, shall we say, skip straight to the burning.
Go straight to the... Yes. I managed to, because for those that don't know, I live in the US now, and I think it was the second year I managed to get sunburn in March, and I was purple. It was so painful.
It was like flames on the side of your head.
On the side of my face. Yeah. I had to use a lot of eucalyptus stuff to help my skin repair itself. It was very painful.
No aloe vera? Or is that...
aloe vera gel as well, yes.
Okay, good. Well, but you're better now, ye?
Oh yeah, it was a couple of years ago.
Okay, good.
In March, how? Because I am Scottish and I am so white I'm practically fluorescent. So when the sun hits my skin, I just burn.
Maddie is Mrs. White. Doesn't have a clue about it.
Tanned now. I've built up a tan now.
Well, I'm glad for that. I still haven't quite learned how to make a proper tan. I just go straight to the burning and be like, I blame you for this outside world.
The old man shakes fist at sun.
Fist bursts into flames.
Yeah. That or she's a vampire. Shh. Been trying to keep that secret. Darn it, darn it.
Oh, you're revealing the secrets? That sucks.
Ah!
You knew what
You
you
know
was
what
getting
else?
into.
You know what else sucks?
But
Vacuum cleaners.
hey,
Are you proud of me?
immensely. It behoovers you.
You're welcome, people. I'm
Hello,
here
nice
for the
people.
bad jokes. I've been hanging around with this pigeon too long.
That's right. I'm just a bad influence on people.
Yeah. Trying to head desk. Uh-huh.
Head hitting keyboard now.
I thought vampires worked at Walmart because they hire greeters to allow other vampires. Brilliant. Oh god.
Well, I missed that one. I need to say this.
Brilliant.
Vampires were doing. There we go. Very nice.
Speaking of vampires, I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, please speak of the Nosferatu.
Have you seen the film Renfield?
Yes.
Okay, because the whole thing about Walmart greeters being vampires to allow other vampires to use Walmart just reminded me of the bit in the film Renfield where Dracula turns up at the guy's apartment and he's like, how did he get in? He looks down at his mat, his doormat says welcome on it. And he just goes, darn it. He swears under his breath, and that was the funniest bit in the whole film to me.
With good reason.
Huh?
With good reason.
Yes.
That was dang funny.
Yeah.
Done it.
I watched that film on a plane.
Whereas I live in a van down by the river. Let's see. I need to fix a little something with 2.3. Let's just make it 2.
I'm liking this design.
Well,
What font did you use?
this
I like that
is Celtic Hand.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I shall tell you all a story.
Oh.
This is the story of a lovely lady. Actually, it's about a dude. A dude who thought,
Okay.
who read the Da Vinci Code and thought, hey, I can get in on that. He would come to our writing group, and unfortunately, it wasn't really a good time. You could tell he wanted just to be praised, but he was really struggling with characterization and the like.
Oh.
So, but at one point, he had his characters trapped in a cave that was flooding with water. You know, pretty classic peril. But because of the phrasing and a joke by myself had put everyone in a fairly juvenile mindset, everything was innuendo. From the way the heroine's blouse clung to her to their heaving breath in the flooding damp cave. And eventually, I'm sorry to say that everyone just lost their minds. And I actually felt pretty guilty. I mean, you could tell he was becoming uncomfortable. No one likes having someone laugh at your hard work.
Mm-hmm.
But in my defense, it was very heavy on the subtext.
This is why you have someone proofread your stuff before you release it to the public.
Well, and the thing was, this guy had already self-published on Amazon. I forget the name of the book.
Okay.
So it's like, he really was coming there, I think, just to try and soak up some praise.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but I sabotaged you. I am a bad person.
You're not a bad person. You just saw an opportunity and took it.
I am an opportunistic person.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed. Ah, my goodness. So, oh god, Ender Pup is saying I won D&D. Beat the DM with mental damage and break him. I don't know if I want to play D&D with you folks.
Do you play D&D? I can't remember.
I did a little bit, especially with Josh and the others for the, what was the special thing? It was a vampire themed in a very twisted land. Why am I suddenly blanking on it? The name escapes me. Oh, I don't like it when this happens. And it's happening more and more.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm losing my brain. Whoops. Oh, now I'm really...
Multiple things at once, so your brain is not going to be as sharp because you're doing like, what, 4, 5 different things at once right now?
Well, my brain isn't all that sharp on a good day, so, you know.
Aw, surely not. Self-deprecation! Gross!
But now I'm really... D&D Vampire Campaign.
Do you want me to look it up?
Give me that slide.
I don't know which channel it would be on. Like,
Yeah, Josh likes to spread things around, doesn't he?
He has multiple channels, and I understand why. But yeah.
Oh, here it is. The Curse of Strahd.
Right. Okay.
That was what I was doing. That's my thing.
Right. Okay.
There we go. Strahd.
Nathan Davazo. Silver-Quill, you said Lightning Bliss had the flu. How is she now?
Well, we got to have a group call earlier in the week, and she seemed in much, much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah, she's much better.
But then they started talking D&D, and I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I play D&D as well, but when they're talking about a session that you're not a part of, it makes it very difficult to be part of the conversation. So
it is. So there,
okay, I'll just sit and listen to what they're talking about.
I'm just here for color commentary.
I'm here for comic relief. That's what I'm here for.
Of course, I am also making a D&D joke in my next video. Are you familiar with the Dread Gazebo?
I've heard of it before.
Oh, that's a good start.
I have heard of it before. But I think it might have been you I heard it from.
Well, there you go. I'm just continuing the education.
Yeah.
I find it highly effulgent and educationist for my brain.
Swordbreaker12 says, we need more Chuckles the Clown. We do need more Chuckles the Clown. Yes.
Who is this Chuckles you speak of?
Let me check I've got the name of it right. Legend of Avantris it's like a group of people that do like D&D sessions, and they'll record their sessions obviously and release them on YouTube, and some people will animate some of their best moments from their session. They're so funny. And there's one character that's called Chuckles, and he's a clown. So
really, I had no idea.
Space clown.
Space clown. Oh my god!
I'll have to find it, but they're not safe for work. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, you do know Attack of Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a thing.
Yeah, I have a hoodie with that's got the tiny clown from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I'm just saying,
yes.
It's quite dangerous. Beware.
Yeah. No, but he's really funny. The guy that does his voice basically sounds like the Mad Hatter, like the Disney version, the original Disney. So yeah, it's really funny. I'll have to send it to you so you understand the context.
I'll need it. Because
I'll send it to you later.
I mean, I need to do a will save for coulrophobia.
I'm not scared of clowns. If anything, it's the opposite. I find them fascinating. So, yeah.
Oh, that was a heavy sigh. Heavy sigh. But fear not, we are coming along. This is slowly taking shape.
Ooh, I like the green and the V. That's nice. I like that.
I'm trying to both borrow from what they showed me, but also try to add my own spin on things.
The card. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I was looking at the original design, and in spite of it, like, it feels very Charles Rennie Mackintosh, which is they're actually a Scottish artist. So, but it works.
Well,
just the way that the font is in there with the colors. I'm sorry, I keep talking over you. Sorry.
No. Well, it's not like we have any sort of metric to really control who's talking when.
Yeah.
Though that leads me into another story about my brother's Spanish teacher, who sadly is no longer with us.
Oh.
She was renowned for her blow-ups at the class. And would go, "You do not talk when I talk! I am talking!"
Good Lord.
It was a fraught relationship. Yes, very fraught. All the fraughtiness. And fraudification. Here we go. Just a little higher. There we go.
Enderpop says the real game of D&D is trying to schedule a session with everyone's schedules.
Oh, good Lord, that's superhuman.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, Lordy, just getting our group talks together without a D&D as a focus, trying to find a time everybody is available. Madness, I say.
Yeah. Not only do you have everyone having different schedules, like with work or commitments with family or commitments with dependents, etc., you've also got the time zone difference to take into consideration as well, which makes it even harder.
And I dislike time zones immensely.
I know.
I am not a happy person when I am dealing with time zones.
I know.
It's really quite vexing.
Yep.
I am the vexed.
You are the vexed.
Now I'm curious about what...
irked.
Very irked. I'm curious what this square with a circle in it is.
Square with the circle in it.
Oh, yes, waiting for the...
that. Oh.
I do not know what this symbolizes. I shan't take it because, well, whole thing, personal rule in art, if you don't know the rule you're breaking, don't break it. You know, you break the rules when you have an understanding. And then, let's see, we draw in here, and we just take this, and we make it yellow. We already have a yellow. Boop. There we go.
Oh no, he's going all Bob Ross on us.
That's right. We're just going to have a happy little yellow right here. And if it could be our little secret, and if you tell anyone, I'm coming to your house.
Family Guy reference.
It is.
I remember the last time I did a live stream with you, a similar thing happened again with Bob Ross reference, but we somehow came up with a mix of Ming the Merciless and Bob Ross.
Ooh.
I don't think we went anywhere with the idea after that, but it's...
I'd have to
I was looking through one of my notebooks and I saw it, Ming the Merciless, but Bob Ross. I'm like, where did that come from?
Ming the Merciless about... I would like to see that. I mean, I know Ming the Merciless is kind of a stereotype, but we can figure something out.
Yeah.
Now, let's see here. Usually there used to be render clouds. Clouds. Come on, work with me here. There is no render clouds? Where was it then? It must be for Windows only.
I guess so.
Well, I am not so easily thwarted. Not
don't
so
use Mac,
easily
so I don't
thwarted
know
at
how.
all.
I don't know how easy it would be to convert something from Windows to Mac.
You never know. Pardon me just one sec. I just need to check one thing.
Sure.
Okay, new file.
Yes,
And
Swordbreaker 12. Torbeck was a treat. Yes, he was. Torbeck was awesome.
sorry,
That's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing from Avantris. Again, I will send you the link.
There we go.
I don't want to overtake the stream talking about Avantris, so yeah.
Whoop, nope. I know Asajj Ventress, but that's Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a fan of Star Trek, so I don't want to
I like both, but like I'm more into Star Trek than I am Star Wars. That's mainly because we had a tradition in our family. Every time a new episode was out of Voyager specifically, we would watch that together every week. And similar with DS9, and then we would watch Next Gen whenever it was on television. This is obviously before streaming and DVDs were a thing. So that's why I'm more of a Star Trek fan, is because it reminds me of time spent with family. Didn't really have that with Star Wars. We would just put the movie on if we were in the mood to watch it.
Well, I'll tell you a secret. I, too, watched Voyager with my parents.
Eee!
And that's why I've also, while I was working on my videos, I'd have, other reviews going in the background. And I came to realize something. Was watching SF Debris, who really does not like Voyager, but he spent over 20 years writing about it. After a while, the whole, oh, I hate this, or Janeway is crazy, or, oh, die, Neelix, die. After a while, you're like, dude, this is less a joke and more just a grudge. Break free, SF Debris. Ooh, now I gotta rhyme that. You will see true quality if you watch The Expanse. There you go.
The best Star Trek movie is Galaxy Quest.
and I'm starting to think the Orville's no slacker either.
I tried Orville, but I found it, Seth MacFarlane, I find his writing very predictable. Especially with the jokes, and I was just, yeah, this joke's going to happen in the next second. Yep, I was right. Okay. I'm out.
Well, there was some...
I might give it another chance, but yeah.
Well, there was more at play with clips I've seen, so I wonder if, every Star Trek I feel needs that first season just to get its bearings. I mean, start the Next Generation season 1 and the Next Generation at its height of popularity. Very different beasts.
Yes.
Very different. Oh my goodness gracious.
It took a couple of seasons for it to find its feet. And the original Star Trek, you don't have to watch the original Star Trek to understand what's going on in the rest, because it's very much a standalone series. But for Next Gen, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, you kind of have to watch them all to understand the world, which is a lot for someone that wants to get into it. Someone asked me, hey, where should I start if I want to get into Star Trek? And I'm like, apparently I got disconnected from the chat.
No! We must get our Maddie back.
I don't know if that's a joke or what.
Well, first off, hello, Creative Cupcake. Glad to see you. We're doing pretty well. And Phantom Dragon 3 wants to know if you're a fan of the Shamrock Shake.
The what?
Well, I think that answers that question.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, McDonald's does the Shamrock Shake, which is not a dance. Actual shamrock. Well, it's green. That's all I'll say. It's a green milkshake.
Oh, I don't really drink milkshakes. I'm lactose intolerant. Oh. And I also don't really drink things or eat things that are made specifically for celebrating a saint. I don't really agree with that. kind of thing. So,
Well, there we go.
yeah.
It is an honest answer, and that's the best kind of answer.
Hey.
Let's scale you down just a little bit more, making you 3.136.
I just want to clarify a thing for Nathan Duazo. Lightning Bliss working on any projects this year instead of just random shorts. It's a headache just seeing only shorts instead of full videos. So she also posted in her community section on her channel why that she's doing random shorts instead of longer projects. Like, everyone's got their own stuff going on in life, so those that know will understand why it's just that. So I commend her for still releasing content in spite of what she's been through very recently. So yeah, I don't think it's a headache. It's really good shorts. They're showing that they're expanding their skills with animation with shorts, and that's fine. And there will be bigger projects further down the road. Just sometimes real life situations take priority over YouTube projects.
And she's also heavily involved with group projects.
There's a lot of group projects that are on the go all at once, and yeah, she wears many hats. Put it that way.
Oh, there we go. Let's draw Lightning Bliss with lots of hats.
Or maybe one big hat, like Cat in the Hat.
Oh, there we go. The Blissy.
All the hats have just merged together into one.
She's now donning the super hat. But no, I feel like we need to keep the rhyme going in honor of the good Dr. Seuss. What?
I'm not good at that.
What article of clothing rhymes with bliss? Also, Phantom Dragon 3. Picard, okay. I have not watched Picard. But from what I hear, it had a shaky start, but it found itself by the end and gave people the satisfaction that we Star Wars fans are sadly denied.
With Picard, for those that watched Voyager, you'll understand why I did not like Picard, because of what happened to Icheb. Need I say more? Yeah, the guy goes through all of that he did in Voyager, only for it to result in what happens to him in Picard. I'm like, what? No! We waited almost 20 years to find out what happened! No! Just no.
Just, no, oh no.
So I sadly gave up on Picard. I might go back to it, but yeah, they did him dirty. They really did.
So dirty.
Komodo Steel asks, when is the next TF2 episode? I don't know, and Silver doesn't know either, because obviously he's not in the TF2 project anymore. I don't know either, because I just voice his character, so it's not my project either, but you'll probably have one in the next couple of months where there's not very many people that are doing the visual editing right now, so I can't answer that question.
Indeed. Patience is not only a virtue, it's a necessity.
And it's a fan project, so it's... I know we try to make improvements with every release, and with that, it takes time. And if you've only got a handful of people doing the visuals, it's quite an undertaking. But we appreciate the patience, and everyone that works on it works very hard. So, yeah. Anyway.
Anywho.
It's looking good.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Bit by bit, trying to stay faithful to the original while still being a bit of my own.
I have a question for you, because we're near the top of the hour.
42.
Have you saved?
Just did.
Okay.
There we go.
It was 5 minutes before the top of the hour, but eh. You're like, Control S! Yes, I have saved!
Enderpup points out Lego is making an Enterprise D set. Oh, lordy. I imagine the illustrious Q will be on that train. He's both if the name wasn't a giveaway, he's a fan. Yeah. And
nah, really? Never would have guessed.
Shocking, I know.
I know, right? Wow.
But I don't know. My place is already really out of control with clutter. I need to get things in order before I start ordering massive ships again. I just make massive ships in my head.
Yeah, I'm not really into... I was into playing with Lego as a kid, but it wasn't like buying the sets and building things to instructions. I would just build random things that popped into my head.
Oh, so
now, I don't have the money and I don't have the time or the space for collecting Lego.
But space is the final frontier.
Yes, I know. I think if I was to build any ship from Star Trek, it would be Voyager. I do have a model of her on my TV unit, so she's my favorite fictional ship.
Alright, I think... Well, no, I gotta add some green to friendship. Friendship
Is
again.
green, apparently.
Friendship is what?
Friendship is green, apparently.
There we go. Even though there were very few green ponies. Granny Smith, key amongst them. Actually,
Green was used more as an accent color in MLP.
It's kind of funny. I don't know.
Apart from that one green pony.
Yes, it does wonder. What did like a green cupcake injure someone at some point? And they're like, I will never feature green again. Until you get to Rainbow Road Trip, and then they have an entire array of green ponies.
Mm.
And still that same person was like, but only this once.
Oh, that's a good question. I can't say the next part. Zubiati. Hi guys, love your work. Do you have a favorite DreamWorks movie?
DreamWorks.
Yeah.
Gosh, I need to look up a list of all the DreamWorks.
Oh.
Make sure I'm not missing out on something. So let's do that real quick. Let me just key up the old DreamWorks animated movies.
Yeah.
I definitely need to go see the Wild Robot or get it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I see that too.
All right, they started with Ants, then the Prince of Egypt, The Road to El Dorado,
Yes.
Chicken Run, Joseph, King of Dreams,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Shrek, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, Shrek 2, Shark Tale, Madagascar, Wallace and Gromit, and then Over the Hedge, Flushed Away, Shrek the Third, B-Movie, Kung Fu Panda, Madagascar Escape to Africa, Monsters vs. Aliens. You know, I seem to be going like every other DreamWorks movie I've seen. But then I've missed out on fully half.
Well, out of the ones you have seen, which is your favorite?
I'm just going through the line. I'll stop reading aloud as that gets old really quick. You know, I'm going to put it out there that... What would I go with? Honestly, while there have been a lot of good ones, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was something really special.
Yeah.
The characterization, the struggle, the character of death.
Mm-hmm.
Sí, hasta la muerte. I mean, that, and just how it breathed new life into the character, pun intended.
Yeah.
I would say The Last Wish is exceptional. But again, I need to go see this, The Lost Robot, which people are just swooning.
Wild Robot.
Wild
Yeah.
Robot.
Mm-hmm.
They're swooning over it.
Yeah. I have not seen that yet, but let's see. I think my favorite DreamWorks movie has to be Megamind.
Oh,
That's my favorite. Oh yeah.
¿Por qué?
It came out around the same time as the height of popularity of Despicable Me.
Uh-huh.
And I really enjoyed stories where a character is like the antagonist and then by the end they're the protagonist. Whether they're the main character or not, I like that kind of story. But I like Megamind more than Despicable Me. I just feel like they played around more with the villain archetype. Like Despicable Me is more about like a James Bond villain type of thing, whereas Megamind's more about the superhero villain. And so it was playing around with that genre, and it was basically like, what if, like, the archetypes were flipped, and the villain doesn't have superpowers necessarily, but he has like ultra intelligence, so his superpower is his inventions. So it's like, I think the directors described it as like Brad Pitt versus Alice Cooper or Ozzy Osbourne kind of thing.
Sharon!
Elvis Presley and Ozzy Osbourne share the stage and end up fist fighting. That's basically what Megamind is. Brilliant.
Let's see here. Let's see. I need to get at this here clipping mask.
And I'm sorry if I'm talking too much.
No, you're not talking too much. I mean, I invited you specifically to talk. That is the whole point.
Another way. I hope I'm not distracting you.
Oh, not distracting. Not at all. I am just doing my thing.
Okay. All right.
But apparently I'm doing it to the wrong thing. Goodness. Rectangle. Down you go. Whoop. Bah. And we'll just enlarge that. There we go. Now it all looks kind of freaky. Freaky deaky.
Oh.
Oh? Oh, ah?
Let me check something. Oh. No, Book of Life. DreamWorks did not do Book of Life. Book of Life was released by 20th Century Fox, so it's technically owned by Disney now. But yes, that is a good movie, but it's not a DreamWorks movie.
But how can I put it? I love the deities, especially the dude who's made of wax. Mm-hmm. But then they made Coco. And I'm sorry, but of the two, my vote goes to Coco.
Yeah, I agree. Phantom Dragon 3 asks, what's your most hated Disney or DreamWorks movie?
Hated? Man, I can't say I really hate any of them. To truly hate something, I needed to really try to ruin an idea. Try to somehow tell you that good is bad or left is right or, you know, something that I strongly disagree with. Man, I'm drawing a blank on hated. Normally I don't.
As far as hate either.
It's got to be something that really irritates me on a moral level.
Mm.
And I can't say any Disney flick has done that. Thank goodness. I mean, I remember being freaked out by the black hole when I was a kid.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I won't, but that's not hatred. That's more just, oh my God, the scary robot's back in the room. Everything's quiet. The Phantom Dragon 3 points out the live action stuff. I have a weird relationship with the live action concept. My friend who was going through a very difficult time really had fun watching the live action The Lion King.
Okay.
And that's all I asked of it at the time. Mm-hmm. Just be fun for her. Yeah. And it lived up to that. It did that job well. So I can't fault it.
Yeah.
Not on that front. Mm. But at the same time, this whole live action thing really... I'm not going to go see Snow White. Just not.
No.
I know... Well, part of it is the actress who's playing Snow White. Mm-hmm. She's really done a poor PR job.
Yes.
In that she was constantly insulting the original. And when you are basically voicing your contempt of the source material, I'm not buying that this is going to be any good.
Yeah.
But I will say, I don't know if you've seen the comments on the YouTube comments as a song for the Snow White trailer.
No.
Not only is it pretty funny for the most part, there's a few of which I don't approve, but it's also just a really banging song. I mean, they do this really powerful mirror, mirror on the wall. And I'm just like, whoa, this has no right going this hard.
I have not seen that.
However, I will say this. People are upset that Ziegler is, I forget her ancestry, but basically she has a darker skin tone when the character is supposed to be Snow White. And I thought, hang on. Does that mean the actual Snow White needs to be an albino? Think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired of the live action adaptations. In my opinion, like, they can work. I mean, look at 101 Dalmatians. That was amazing. The live adaptation of that. Live action adaptation. But then they started to... well, they did Maleficent, which I cannot stand. So maybe to answer the question, which Disney movie do I hate the most? Probably the live action Maleficent. The first one.
They changed the character so much.
There's that. But I feel like it was also Disney throwing its toys out of the pram because it couldn't get the rights to make Wicked. So they basically took the story elements from Wicked and put it on Maleficent. And I'm like, she is literally the mistress of all evil. And you made her a sympathetic character, a victim of circumstance. No. But the worst thing they did was they have a Maleficent movie. The most iconic moment in cinematic history for Disney was when Maleficent turned into a dragon. And that doesn't happen in the live action movie.
Then she
I
actually
was so mad when I was in the theater watching that movie.
And she also said hell. It's like, oh, she said that word.
Said hell. So, like, now you shall deal with me, O Prince, and all the powers of hell. So, yeah, good Lord. I could go off on a good rant about that movie.
So, okay, Maleficent, again, we're taking a character and twisting it into... I didn't feel as bad, but I said to myself, I can't see this character becoming the Maleficent of the cartoon movie.
No.
Or the live action, probably, which I did not watch. I just know they had, like, a lot of sequels then to the live action Dalmatians. I did love Glenn Close's story, though, that when she emerged on set in full makeup and costume, the Dalmatian playing Purdy ran away with her tail between her legs. She was so scared. And Glenn Close, of course, feels terrible about this because she loves dogs. And so instantly I'm a fan of her for that. Mm-hmm. But it is kind of funny. You achieved the character so well, a dog is actually afraid of you.
Now that's impressive. I love Glenn Close.
The question has come up, have we watched The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man? I feel like I saw it, but then I didn't note who typed it.
I'm assuming that's...
Well, in answer to the question, I've seen 3 episodes of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I'm kind of waiting for everything to go south, as often happens in Spider-Man's life. Not like bad storytelling, although that does describe Marvel comics right now. It's more... Things seem to be going too well for Peter. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's a shoe-in.
I have not watched it. I don't really consider myself a Spider-Man fan, so sorry, have not seen it.
Oh, now if you want to
talk... sorry, Inquisitor says 751. Could be worse, Disney making a World War II film. Bedknobs and Broomsticks exists.
Oh, yes. And I howl with laughter seeing Nazis getting kicked in the patoot by an ancient suit of armor.
Yes.
It's like even medieval England thinks you guys stink. And it's right.
This is really bad timing, but I need to go use the restroom, so I'll be right back.
Oh, the timing's always a thing with the call of nature.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh, Phantom Dragon 3, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. You know, it's hard to put oneself in the mindset of when it came out, when a person interacting with a cartoon was something quite exceptional. I feel like these days with CG and where we are, it's not as stunning as it once was. But Bedknobs and Broomsticks, I thought, was just a magnificent, fun story. So, yeah, I heartily recommend it. Heartily, I say. Heart. Now, what am I going to do over here? Normally, I'm struggling on Common Good, which seems rather apropos, because the letters are usually the cutoff point for the colors. But in this case, it's 2 letters. Or rather, 2 lines. Although they are rather unique shapes. Very unique. Quite unique, I say. Yes, quite. Oh boy, Cosmic Inspiration. If you made the substitutionary locomotion spell in a movie, boy, the things that you could both bring to life and just, I don't know, bringing that to life nowadays, you'd cause complete and utter chaos, but I'd love it. I'm going to try something here. With Draguna, Mocoites, and Dracorum Satis D. Although, I also have to admit that in today's modern world, someone would say, oh, they're doing witchcraft! Don't let the kids do witchcraft! Censor it! Burn it!
I'm back.
I am shouting for weird reasons.
I come back with, don't let the kids do witchcraft. Like, what? Okay. What did I come back to?
The latest Harry Potter craze? No.
Oh, God.
No, I was reflecting on if someone tried to bring bread knobs and broomsticks in nowadays.
Yeah.
Someone would scream that it's witchcraft. It's, against family values, even though it's about a witch raising 3 kids in wartime.
Mm-hmm.
No mystical wardrobe for you. No. So, and I added a bit of flair to it. So that's what you came in on.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the heathens.
Yeah. Speaking from experience, I grew up in a household where everything was of the devil. But strangely enough, we were allowed to watch Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, even though there had literal witchcraft in it. I'm like,
Confusion.
Weird. Yeah. I mean, I say literal witchcraft. It's not literal witchcraft. It's fictional, but you understand what I mean.
I do.
Like,
although it'd be kind of cool if it were.
No disrespect to people that practice witchcraft. So, yeah.
I don't think any of them have tried to make a suit of armor punch Nazis. But if you could give that a go, I'd really appreciate it.
If they were ever to remake Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, I think that I don't think it would be a remake. It would be a sequel of some kind, like they did with Mary Poppins Returns. So instead of a remake of it, like you can't replace Angela Lansbury. You just can't.
No, you can't.
No.
That's just cruelty.
Yeah.
There we go. I was struggling while you were away thinking, how can I add colors when so much of this, the letters separate the colors?
Mm.
And then, so now I'm thinking I'll just fill in the empty spaces of the letters. Make the colors. And we'll see what that turns up. But first, boop. Boo. Fellow named Jason Mraz, I think that was his name. He had a website called Art Play Mix, and he always emphasized use sound effects when you're working on stuff.
Yeah.
I have done my best to live by that motto, or that view. All right, love, friendship, the common good.
Excuse me.
Oh, the greater burp.
Rest in peace, Murder, She Wrote. Yes.
Oh, I feel bad because I have never quite beheld Murder, She Wrote. I missed out on the mystery show phase.
Mm.
Though I understand she did a crossover with Psych.
Yeah, I think there was a crossover with Psych. Yeah, I was more into Prowl.
Sorry, Prowl?
Prowl. He was a
Autobot.
Belgian. Is the word sleuth?
Sleuth, sure.
Similar to Murder, She Wrote kind of thing. Similar vibe.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm going to save again because, I do not want to have to do this over. Oh, I'd be so sad. You would hear very manly tears. Very manly. But I've never heard
enough to make a grown man cry, but not this man. Get back in there, Tia.
Yes, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yes. 2. That's the line from the sequel.
Huh. Because I just remember the first one, his kid goes into a food coma.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's in a food coma.
Too much junk food.
I would say no such thing, but given that I went to a food prep place today to try out some healthier eating, that would be a lie. I'm not a good cook. I don't have the patience. Last night I was cleaning rice. And I was like, you got to be kidding me here. All the things I'm doing, I'm running rice through a strainer? What?
Why not?
There we go. Looking good. Oh, it's kind of funny.
Circling back to the detective thing.
Please.
Columbo.
Ah, Columbo.
Yeah. I think I appreciate that show more now than I did when I watched it as a kid.
You know, there was a police detective show. I can't even remember what it was called. But the mystery was that they somehow a lady's entire house, we're talking a 2-story multi-room house, just up and disappeared.
Oh.
And I've never been able to find any information on that or how it came to be. I remember it featured a male and female cop duo. And, well, unfortunately, that's just about all I remember. That, and it was featured in a kids magazine called, I forget, it was Penny Power at one point, and then Zillions at one point.
I don't think I can help you find this.
It's okay. Some things are just lost to time and memory.
Yeah.
Memories. Now, Monk, Cosmo asked about. I feel bad for Monk. I watched an episode where he helped out the FBI, thought he was going to get his license back, but instead pretty much got screwed over. And I'm like, I don't want to watch Monk get abused by the system.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. So, didn't really get into Monk, but didn't he too also, I keep going to, didn't they have a crossover with Psych? I haven't even watched that much of Psych. I don't know why.
I'm not sure. I've only watched a couple of episodes of Monk, so I don't know. I remember enjoying it, though. You there?
I'm here.
Okay, just checking.
Just trying to make little adjustments. Just little adjustments.
Ta-da! Making noises.
Now, let's get some green in here.
We'll just still. Oh, and one more thing.
One more thing. It's Jackie Chan Adventures. What is one more thing?
I was thinking more Columbo, but okay, that works too.
Did Columbo often say one more thing?
That was his phrase.
Oh dear, then he and Uncle are going to have a bit of a throwdown.
It was like, you'd get to the end and you'd think, oh, the person that committed the murders got away with it because Columbo hasn't figured it out. But then he stops and goes, and just one more thing. And you're like, here we go. Yes.
You have that big old reaction for that. It's, he said the thing, you're going down.
Like, there it is, yeah.
Downtown clown.
There's just one more thing I don't understand here. Like, oh dear.
Did he ever make fun of his own catchphrase?
There's been a lot of parodies of it. I know The Simpsons parodied it.
What haven't The Simpsons
parodied? Did a parody of it, even English.
I don't know if The Simpsons have failed to parody something.
Yeah, they parody everything. I know.
Okay, so I'm looking at this, and I like most of it except for the yellow.
Yellow's not working.
Not where it is, no.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's take that out for the moment. Oh, nope. Yes. Yes. Goodbye. Maybe I should strive to bracket everything in the yellow.
Wonder if you've got too much green in the common goods section. You need some yellow in there to break it up, or
Well,
I don't know.
it's a good idea. Let's give that a go. Yellow. You say goodbye, and I say yellow. And what else can I do? What else? Yeah, that might be it.
Ooh, I like the yellow in between the two M's. That looks good.
Actually, I'm going to try one other thing.
Maybe you could mirror that in the, between the two O's in good, but at the bottom instead of the top. Because then it's just like pointing back up to the yellow.
Yes, I like your thinking. In fact, I'm going to adjust that. I think. Yes. Much better.
I like it. Yeah, because then the eye is led down to the crown with the yellow. I think that works. What do you think?
The card mellow yellow. And moving onwards, let's see. Over on the original, they had some manner of black lines bracketing everything, but Celtic borders and knots. I
want to see if this will work.
Let's just see what happens if I make a brush of this. A brush with destiny. Pattern brush. We'll have none there. Okay. And also, well, still pondering.
Yeah.
Here we go. And there we go. Got to make some more guides. Make sure I'm keeping well, that was not what I intended. I do hate it when everything starts getting away from me, even the windows. There we go. Just touch the top. There we are. And, well, Komodo Steele's remembering good old Dick Van Dyke. Also, hello, Princess Lady Rose. And you probably made it then when you've been parodied by The Simpsons, says Trinary, or Weird Al Yankovic. Of the two, I would actually take greater honor in Weird Al parodying me, because at least then I have a good beat to it. Simpsons, it can be a little hit or miss.
Yeah. Ooh. Favorite cookie flavor?
Cookies and cream, hard stop.
Yeah, I know you don't like oatmeal raisin.
Not my thing. Wait, favorite... Did you say favorite cookie or ice cream?
Favorite cookie flavor.
Oh, for some reason, my brain processed ice cream. Might have something to do with my appetite. Favorite cookie flavor. Okay. Gosh. That's actually a little harder. But I will say a really good chocolate chip, especially all hot and gooey. Ooh, that sounded perverse. Gooey. I'm all for that.
You take any cookie and just zap it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. It's heaven. Yum.
It's gooey.
Or like you'll do what a lot of people do with stroop waffles. Take a cookie, make a hot drink, and then if the cup is narrow enough and the cookie's wide enough, you put the cookie on top of the cup.
Huh.
And that makes it gooey too. But only in the middle, so you can still hold it.
Intriguing.
Yeah. Good.
Dude.
Just don't drop the cookie in the cup.
Well, then you get a spoon and some milk and you go to it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Now
I'm
then.
hungry now. I want a cookie now.
Yes, we've managed to subliminally. Here I am saying, oh, I'm trying to eat better. Cookies.
Here, Pop. You made me want cookies. I want cookies now.
C is for cookie. That's
I blame
good
you.
enough for me. As you should. It's true, Mary Drake. A good sugar cookie is magnificent.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with a good old sugar cookie.
And Honey Dropped the Unicorn, which is a phrase I didn't think I'd ever say, but there we are. I have seen the Weird Al, quote, documentary with Madonna Souza. And, well, I think Daniel Radcliffe did a magnificent job. He is a worthy representation of the Alness.
I have not seen it. I want to. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Did you know the Cookie Monster originally had teeth?
Ooh.
I did not know that, but I remember like an earlier version of the Cookie Monster was more, his face was more like a dustpan lid, so his jaw opened up like really wide, and it was really uncanny valley at one point.
It's frightening.
In comparison to what it is now, yeah.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me.
Galileo.
Galileo.
It was nonchalant.
Response. Yeah, it's almost disinteresting. Yeah, Galileo.
Sorry.
No, it's fun. That'd be something. One of the most hype-filled songs. Can we make it laissez-faire? Galileo. Galileo. Magnifico.
We're just doing a William Shatner
Oh, God.
version.
Rocket Man. Here we go. Pardon me 1 second. This will probably stress my computer a little.
Oh, no.
But we're going to try anyway.
Okay.
Why? Because I make terrible decisions.
Such wonderful art comes out of it as a result. It's looking really good. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm bringing in a whole bunch of stars.
I'm seeing stars.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, ain't this always the way? You take it out. What's the point? Huh, actually, maybe I didn't change anything.
I don't know what it is you're trying to do. I'm assuming you're wanting to take a section of this image and then have it be underneath all the... There you go. And the hand section similar to the original design.
Yes, very much, but I can't quite fathom why when I copy what is clearly stars made from a variety of filters and effects, something changes in the transfer, and they look super unrealistic, while here they look quite beautiful. So I have no choice. I must rasterize.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, wait, cancel. I did it wrong.
No.
That's cute, but it's wrong.
Silver, you've doomed us all.
It's how I roll.
You mad genius.
Well, one of those words is correct.
Oh, genius? Yeah.
Actually, edit color profile. Converts to... It's already RGB. I needed to convert to CMYK. Assign profile.
Silver, has he doomed us all this time? Well, yes. He literally sells fags with the word doom on it at his vendor table.
That's like doom,
So we
doom,
celebrate
doom,
how
doom.
doomed we are.
Doom, 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 doom.
We need stickers and keychains of Silver-Quill waving the doom flag.
Oh, all right.
Unless that's already a thing and I just didn't see them.
Nope, not yet. But that's good to know. Color settings. I mean, what does it take? I guess I'll just have to go with it. All right, we'll try that again. Object rasterize.
Trinary says that RGB versus CMYK thing has me confused and terrified.
Well, how to best put it? Everyone always tells you there's like there are three primary colors. But there's really two different categories. There's additive and subtractive. Additive is red, green, blue. That's what's firing out of your monitor to color the pixels, if that makes sense. But in print, it is red, blue, and yellow. And print is even more wild by using the basic colors of cyan, magenta, and yellow. Have I blown your minds just yet? Hang on, there's more. So the thing is that depending on the situation, CMYK in an RGB can look really dark. And RGB, trying to emulate it in a print, you might notice that the colors aren't quite right. There's something a little off. You might think, you might see like a screenshot of your favorite show printed in a book, and the colors just don't seem as vibrant. That's because you're working with two different styles, and they don't always interact well.
I see.
I hope so, because that's all I can offer.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now then, we're coming along. We're coming up on the end of what I will call version 1. Because...
That's good.
Yee. Now. But I need to fill in just one more space. With, I think, some... Well, I gotta get at this blue again. Nope. That's harder than it looks now. Seeing all these clouds makes me think of, I was listening to this earlier this week, Cowboy Bebop and the song Blue.
Yes.
Which
Cowboy Bebop has the most amazing soundtrack.
And I will admit, one that makes me tear up a little with Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Which, all I'll say is it's from the final episode.
Yeah.
I also love Space Lion. And
I want to listen to the music again.
see? Okay, you listen to Cowboy Bebop while having a cookie.
Yeah.
That sounds like a pretty good evening to me. In fact, that's my homework to everyone. There are plenty of playlists with Cowboy Bebop music.
Yes.
All you gotta do is find your favorite cookie and listen to it. I recommend, for really mellow and easygoing, Space Lion. For a little bit of a tearjerker, let's have, shall we say, Blue. And if you want to get really dark, Rain. I don't know if you have a favorite Cowboy Bebop song.
Probably tank.
Ah, there we go. Isn't that from Mushroom Samba?
Um,
Or no?
I'm
No.
not sure. I mean, yeah. Um,
Well, doesn't really matter. We'll
the
Cowboy
the
Bebop.
band that did it for Cowboy Bebop's called the Seatbelts.
The Seatbelts.
Yes.
I guess they worked with Yoko Ono.
I have no idea.
All I know is they did a great job. I like it very much. Yes, please, thank you.
Say tank, because that's literally the intro, but yeah.
Oh, Tank's the intro. Oh, my bad.
Yes.
I think it's time that we leave this scene. Everybody get their stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Jam. Brilliant. It's one of my favorite animes, I have to say. Yes.
Slight memory bubbling up from college back in 18-2. One of my classes was a jazz class. Didn't have to play, we were just learning the history thereof. And the assignment was bring in some music. So I brought in a line from Cowboy Bebop, a song. But when the guy heard the description, he's like, oh, are there monsters in this space thing? And I thought, I really hated him in that moment because I could tell he wasn't taking my interest seriously. And the guy was kind of a tool.
I'm sorry.
It's just a thing. It's funny what we remember. It's not like I hold a grudge all these years later. I just thought that was a really bad thing to do. Should have known better. So I try to take that and learn from it.
The past can't hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
Indeedy.
Yeah.
Now let's see here. Yep, got to give Enderpup that one. Let's see if I can make this taper better. Nope.
Almost dropped another one.
Almost.
There's 3 apparently.
3. Oh, okay. Enderpup's really good at keeping tabs on that. So thank you, Enderpup.
Yeah.
Oh man, I keep selecting the rectangle rather than the object.
It's like Silver-Quill says, let's see here when he's working on stuff. Aaron Blaze says, there we go.
Well, there you go.
There we go.
And distribute. Boop. There we are. Yes, that's much better. Yes, I'm pleased with how this is shaping up. Just got to do the borders now.
I'm wondering if you should have a white outline around the 2 small red hearts.
A white outline? Well, kind of like the text?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you could try it and see how it looks. It just looks very sharp. I'm wondering if a white outline on them would help to soften it. Maybe do the same with the clover in the middle. That's kind of getting a bit lost.
Good point. All right, let's try transform. And we'll make the height 2.2804. Yeah, I left behind whole numbers.
One part higher than the other one?
Well, at the moment, they're mismatched size.
Okay.
Now, and then the clover, which is quite clever.
There we go. Clover the clever.
Bring it back to pony. I'm bringing it back. But this one, that doesn't look so good.
Everything's a pony reference.
That's right. Don't forget, you're here forever.
Forever.
Forever! All right, now,
Yeah.
Part of me wonders if I should make this rectangle darker. Make it more like the star sky because there's no divider there. Let's see.
You almost got another one. Enderpop.
You know, I don't even consciously think about it. It's just like my go-to. No, that doesn't look great. Okay, idea. First, we go here. Why is this not... Okay, that was weird. Why do you disappear upon me? There you are. Now, I take a little bit of this, and I go, took. And I take, well, I need the colors of this rectangle. $73.55.00. Yeah, we're going to do this old school. 73.55.00. It's not radial. It's linear. And for some reason, it's not... There we are. Now then, let's make it 90 degrees. So then this rectangle, come on, work with me here. It's also something I say a lot when technology is vexing me.
Come on, work with me here.
Work with me, people. Work with me. There we go. A middle tone between the two. Yeah, I think that can work.
That looks good.
Let's see here. Let's hide the guides so we can... Guides, hide. There we are. Getting there. Get in there pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
4.
Now, save. Because, Zutalor, it's already 7:50
Yes.
almost. Heavens, I thought I would only spend about an hour on this, but boy, I got involved.
Okay. It looks good.
Well, I've had very good company, which makes time fly.
Yay, I made time fly. Woohoo.
The other way to make time fly is throw a clock out the window.
Yeah. And I appreciate that you took on my suggestion of adding the white outline on the hearts and the clover.
Well, of course, I value your input.
Yeah.
And because you are a very creative soul.
I try.
I
Almost like creativity is my thing or something.
I know. Who knew, right?
Yeah.
You could make a brand out of that.
Yeah. I should totally do that. Yeah.
I know, right? I have good ideas. But low perception. Okay. Just thinking, what else can I do? What else can I do here? I had a thought. It's kind of gone now. Not sure why.
Oh dear.
Part of me is wondering why this, on the right side of common good, looks so much darker than the other side. It's a gradient, that's why.
Oh.
What treachery.
You know, I would not have noticed that if you hadn't actually pointed it out.
I'm just like, what's going on here? There's something.
Huh.
When did this happen?
Yeah. Okay.
What the hell? There we go. Alrighty. Oh, yes, I wanted to see the V. It's kind of narrow. What happens if I just stretch it out a little? Ooh, that changes it quite a bit. Looks really off balance now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit too much.
Was a fun idea, but we'll keep it simple
I
for
think
now.
it works fine the way it was.
Yee. And I like your idea about the yellow going between the two M's and the two O's.
Yeah.
Which inadvertently spells Momo.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed. Now, one more thing. I'm going to group all that together and make sure that it is centered to the artboard. Oh, see, it already changed, which means the guides, show guides, are now useless to me. Guides, clear the guides. Goodbye.
Goodbye, guides.
Goodbye, guides. Hi, guy. Bye, guy. Now, let us ponder real quick, because we still got... Oh, yes, I haven't done these little circles yet. Oh, these little circles. Oh, oh. I wonder if they should be, like, between the... All right, pardon me 1 second. I'm just going to... Here, this needs to be exactly 4.6 by 7.2. Here's also a little something that folks might not know. When you are going to get something printed, you need to consider the... You need to consider that a printer can't go all the way to the edge and stop. You need bleed space. Or in this case, I need to know the safe zone away from the edge. So within that rectangle, right on that edge, that's where I will create my border. So one right here. Whoops. I'll just have the petals kiss the edge.
The Argent Feather Pen has returned.
Oh, yes, quite. There we are. Actually, I did use that voice in what will be my next video, which I will be working on both this evening and over the weekend, because I'm going to have it out by the end of February, at least. Even though I'm way off on Valentine's now. Ah, well, I never had any use.
What it is.
I never had any use for that holiday anyway.
The circle symbol you're using, can you zoom in on that?
Sure thing.
I'm curious.
Just 1 sec, curious. That's
So
what...
if you're hearing my husband in the background, he's playing with our dog because it's coming up to his evening walk time.
Oh ho! And I'm betting he's really stoked. Yes, this little ring-a-dig. Wait for the stream to catch up.
Yeah. I just want to see if it's... Oh, okay.
So.
I thought it was a Kame, but it... No, it's a Kame. Okay. Or Kayam or Sayam. Yeah. It's, you'll probably know this. It's a symbol of protection.
Aha.
So like you just make a circle in the air. Just to remind people that, or the person that's doing it, that they're safe and loved even in the darkest of times.
Oh, I'm definitely including that then.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like, this has been a tough week in terms of health for friends, the well-being of others. Good news has been in short supply, of which I take some issue. So, and I'm not going into any more detail on that, but just out of respect for people. But we are doing the best we can as we are. And that's all anyone can do.
Being there for friendos.
Exactly.
That's all we can do.
You know what? I'm going to ungroup these. Coming up on the final minutes. So, Maddie.
Yes.
Would you tell us, is there anything you'd like to promote or let us know, look forward towards?
I'm hoping to have my next video out soon. I'm hoping to have it out sometime in March. It's taken a while because I'm very busy with my vending at conventions, so making merch for that as well as commissions. So my videos have taken a back seat. The next video that will be out on my channel will be a video about the House of Mouse series. More specifically, talking about House of Villains movie, quote unquote movie.
I remember that one.
Oh yeah, and just how it handled that and why it's not on Disney Plus and all that kind of stuff. Another video project that I'm hoping will be out in the next few months, not on my channel, but on Dr. Wolf's channel. But some of you that were at HarmonyCon will know what that one is about. I'm not going into details about that yet, but it's taking up a lot of my time, and considering the subject matter, I'm fine with that. I will keep people updated on that. So another thing, I will be vending at Charlotte Comic Con on the 27th of April here in North Carolina. So if anyone is near that area around that time, please come say hi. You'll find details about that on my Twitter. Let's see what else. Right now, that's about it, because we're still waiting to hear whether we've been accepted into other events that are later in the year. I will not be at BabsCon. That was not on the cards for me this year. So I have applied to do Everfree, though.
Excellent.
But I don't know. There's a lot going on in real life that might mean that I won't be going. But, you know, I applied, and I'm just going to see what happens there. Other than that, that's about it, yeah.
Let's see him. I have to double check. I believe I did apply to Everfree. I even left I think I left a note for myself in the chat.
Well, I sent you a message, I think.
Yes, you did. You were very kind to remind me, and that's why I don't want to let your thoughtfulness go to waste any more than I would want, say, Sweetie Bloom's thoughtfulness to go to waste.
Yeah.
You both check in on me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. It's what friendos do.
Well, much appreciated.
Yeah.
Also applied.
I would definitely like to do HarmonyCon again next year. Yes. I'm sorry, what were you going to say? I spoke over you, I'm sorry.
Nah, not to worry. I thought I'd posted a note to remind myself, but I'm bad at that. I'll double check to make sure I've fully applied. Otherwise, I'll feel like a moron. Anyway, all that's left now is to update this. Part of me worries these rings are too small to see the wonderful intricacies. Maybe I should make them bigger. After all, they're only 5 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of these. Grow them out.
Tis the top of the hour.
'Tis the top of the hour, so let's save.
Yes.
And, well, I will keep working on this, and we'll have the family give their feedback. If nothing else, it's giving me an excuse to spend time with my bud.
Yeah.
And with all the fine people in the chit-chat. So I hope that, well, this weekend doesn't feature any major holidays, though goodness knows it could also not feature some snow. That'd be nice.
Third winter.
I don't know
Winter is
about
coming again.
I don't know about you folks, but we got some pretty good snow this week. Over here in Colorado.
Colorado. Yes, we got snowfall in North Carolina. It was very surprising. So, yeah. Everyone was like, this is really heavy snowfall. And I'm like, it's 2 inches. Calm down.
Depending on where you're from, that can be heavy snowfall.
That is very true, but I'm from Scotland, and the last time I checked, my parents told me the snowfall they had was 2 feet. So, like, okay. But Scotland's built for that kind of weather, so there you go.
Well, to each area its own. 1, 2, and 3. That should be the last of patterns. Alrighty. Well, everyone, I hope you'll forgive, but I'm going to work on the rest of this in private over dinner.
Oh no, how dare you?
I dare just fine. Thank you for asking.
That's fine. It's been fun watching you work.
Well, I do my best, but it's easier to do with good conversation and company. So,
Yeah.
my thanks to you, a good Maddie.
You're very welcome.
And
Thank you for inviting me.
And please give my best to your husband and Puppo.
I will. Thank you.
Alrighty, everyone. So, until the next time, I hope that you have just like the best weekend and an easy go of it. Do something fun for yourselves because you deserve it. So, until next time, everybody, be safe and be well. I'm Silver-Quill. Thanks for watching.